My name is Isaiah, and in this presentation I'm going to compare my country, which is Spain, with Belgium. I will show you some similarities and differences between these countries, and at the end I will give my opinion about it. Firstly, a common aspect these countries have is that in both places are spoken more than one languages, and these languages are official in their country. On the one hand, in Belgium, Dutch is spoken in Flanders. In Wallonia, French is the official language. In Brussels, both languages are spoken. And then, in a small part of Belgium, they speak in German. On the other hand, in Spain there is an official language in whole the country, that is the Spanish, and there are also four co-official languages, which are Galician in Galicia, Basque in the Basque Country, and Catalan and Aranese in Catalonia. However, the truth is that there are other tongues that are not official because they do not meet the conditions to be considered as a language. For instance, Astur-Leonese and Aragonese. Regarding to education, there are different aspects between Belgium and Spain. The main differences about the educational system are the special schools and the streaming. In Belgium, they have special schools for students with different necessities. However, the Spanish educational system is inclusive, so all students study together in the same class. The objective is to ensure the integration of every child in the society. Besides, in Spain, school is compulsory until 16. In contrary, in Belgium, it is compulsory until 18. Moreover, secondary school is divided in 3 degrees of 2 years, and students have to choose already different subjects. Nevertheless, in Spain, students do not have to choose courses until higher education, because in secondary education they have common subjects. When we are talking about food, there are many differences between both countries, such as beers, vegetarian food, lunchtime, and recycling. In Belgium, they have a range variety of beers that we don't have in Spain. The most famous are, for example, Duvel, La Chouve, Carmelite, and Delirium. But if you go to the beer house of the city, you could choose between many other different beers. Furthermore, in Belgium, there are many vegetarian restaurants, and the ones that are not, they have at least one vegetarian dish. In Spain, however, we have less vegetarian restaurants and not many establishments offer vegetarian food. Another difference is the meal time. Whereas in Belgium they have dinner at 5:30, more or less, in Spain they eat at 9:30. As for recycling, in Spain there are 5 different bins: the brown for the organic rubbish, the dark green for the rest, the yellow for all kinds of plastic, the blue for the paper, and the light green for the glass. Although in Belgium they recycle organic rubbish, paper and glass, only the plastics such as bottles and cans are recycled. The other plastic is rest. And I want to point out that they don't have bins in the street, so they leave the rubbish back on the floor. Finally, my personal perspective is that although there are some similarities between Spain and Belgium, they are quite different. For me, these aspects were the most important. I think that in both countries it's difficult the coexistence of many languages. However, I would say that in Spain the situation is worse for the minority languages because the Spanish tongue has a huge power. Besides, to be honest, I prefer a Spanish educational system. Firstly, because they offer an inclusive education so that every child has the same opportunities. They try to ensure the integration of every student in order to avoid discrimination. And secondly, because I believe that the students are not prepared to choose what they want to study in secondary education. I want to point out also how incredible the beers are in Belgium. I would love to have such beers in Spain. Moreover, I reckon that there are necessary more options for vegetarian people in Spain, not only in restaurants but also in shops. Regarding to the meal time, in my opinion it's better to have dinner earlier to make the digestion, but if you go to bed later, you will be hungry again. And finally, In my opinion, recycling in Spain is more useful because we recycle more than in Belgium.